What if everything that has ever happened to you was always going to happen? Every triumph, every heartbreak, every quiet moment of doubt at 3 in the morning. What if the universe is not a chaos of random accidents, but a single unbroken chain of cause and effect, and you are a part of it? 23 centuries ago, one man tried to answer this question with cold, relentless logic. They said that without him, Stoicism itself would have vanished from history. His name was Chrysippus, and by the end of this video, you may never look at fate or your own mind the same way again. In the dusty libraries of ancient Athens, philosophers carved out ideas that would outlive empires. But among them, one figure stands apart, sharp, tireless, almost superhuman in his intellect. Chrysippus of Soli was born around 279 BC in a small city in what is now southern Turkey. He came to Athens as a young man, and there he found Stoicism, a young philosophy still struggling to survive. You see, the founder of Stoicism, Zeno, had laid the foundations, but the building was incomplete. The ideas were powerful, yet scattered, vulnerable. Critics circled like wolves, ready to tear the whole school apart. Then Chrysippus arrived. He didn't just defend Stoicism, he rebuilt it from the ground up. He gave it structure, logic, and an iron backbone that would carry it for the next 500 years. The ancients put it simply, without Chrysippus, there would be no Stoa. They called him the Second Founder of Stoicism. He is said to have written more than 700 books. 700. A mind that never stopped questioning, never stopped building. And though almost all of his writings have been lost to time, his ideas survived. They flowed into Seneca, into Epictetus, into Marcus Aurelius, and through them, into you. Picture a man who lived for one thing, the truth. Chrysippus was not born into wealth or power. Legend says he was once a long-distance runner, a man who understood, in his very bones, what it meant to endure, to push forward when every part of you wants to stop. When he turned to philosophy, he brought that same relentless discipline. He would write 500 lines a day. He debated with such ferocity that people said he could argue both sides of any question better than anyone alive. In fact, he was so confident in his logic that he once declared, "Give me the principles, and I will find the proofs myself." But Chrysippus was not only a thinker, he was a fighter armed not with a sword, but with reason. In his time, a rival school called the Academy attacked Stoicism mercilessly. They tried to prove that certainty was impossible, that knowledge itself was an illusion, and one by one they were demolishing the Stoic arguments. Chrysippus refused to let it stand. He sharpened the tools of logic into weapons. He built systems of reasoning so advanced that scholars today recognize him as one of the greatest logicians who ever lived, rivaling even Aristotle. And then, in a twist worthy of legend, the manner of his death became as famous as his life. The ancient stories say that Chrysippus died laughing, overcome by his own joke about a donkey eating figs. A strange end for a man who spent his life mastering reason. Perhaps even the most disciplined mind must, in the end, surrender to the absurd beauty of being alive. So what did Chrysippus actually believe? Let's step into the heart of his philosophy. First, logic. For Chrysippus, logic was not a dry academic game. It was the foundation of a good life. He believed that most human suffering comes not from events, but from the false judgments we make about them. Faulty thinking leads to a faulty life. Clear thinking leads to freedom. In his world, your mind is a fortress, and logic is the gatekeeper. deciding which thoughts you allow inside. Second, and this is his most powerful idea, fate. Chrysippus believed that the universe is governed by an unbreakable chain of cause and effect. Everything happens for a reason, because everything is caused by something before it. Nothing is random. But here is the genius, and this is where most people misunderstand the Stoics. Chrysippus did not believe you were a helpless puppet of destiny. He argued that you are part of the causal chain. Your choices, your character, your reactions, these matter. They shape what comes next. He gave us a beautiful image. Imagine a cylinder sitting on a hill. Push it, and it rolls. The push comes from outside you. That is fate. But how it rolls depends on its own shape, its own nature, and that nature is you. In other words, the world will push you, that is certain. But how you respond, that comes from within. This is what philosophers now call compatibilism, the idea that fate and freedom can live together, that you can accept what happens while still owning who you choose to become. Third, living in accordance with nature. To Chrysippus, this meant living according to reason, the divine logic that runs through all things. Don't fight reality. Don't rage against the storm. Understand it, work with it, flow with the order of the universe instead of crashing against it. And fourth, mastering your emotions. The Stoics did not want you to become cold or empty. They wanted you to be free. Free from being dragged around by fear, anger, and desire. Chrysippus taught that emotions are born from our judgments, and if you can correct the judgment, you can transform the emotion. You are not disturbed by things. You are disturbed by your opinion of things. Now, let this ancient wisdom land in your life, right here, right now. Think about the last time something went wrong. A failure, a rejection, a door slammed in your face. You couldn't control that the door closed. That was the push of the world, the cylinder set in motion. But the way you roll after that, the way you respond, that is entirely yours. This is the secret strength the Stoics discovered. You stop wasting your energy fighting what cannot be changed, and you pour all of it into what you can control. Your effort, your attitude, your character. When you feel overwhelmed, remember Chrysippus and his fortress of the mind. Ask yourself one question. Is this thought true, or is it just fear wearing a mask? Most of your suffering lives not in the world, but in the stories you tell yourself about the world. And when life feels chaotic, when nothing makes sense, remember the chain of cause and effect. Nothing is happening to you. It is simply happening. And in that one shift, you find a strange and powerful peace. The runner who became a philosopher knew this truth. Endurance is not about avoiding the pain. It's about continuing to move, no matter how heavy the road becomes. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You are the shape that determines how you roll. Chrysippus wrote 700 books, and history kept almost none of them. His words crumbled into dust. His school eventually faded. And yet, here you are, 23 centuries later, listening to his ideas breathe again. That is the strange immortality of wisdom. Empires fall, names are forgotten, but a single, powerful truth can echo across thousands of years and reach the one person who needs to hear it. Maybe that person is you. So as you step back into your life, with all its noise, its pressure, and its uncertainty, carry this with you. You cannot control the chain of fate, but you can control the link that is you. Sharpen your mind. Master your reactions. Become the kind of person who rolls toward purpose,
no matter how hard the world pushes. That is the philosophy of Chrysippus. Not a story about the past, a challenge for your future. If this reflection stirred something in you, take a moment, like this video, subscribe for more journeys into the minds that shaped humanity, and then sit quietly, just for a moment, and ask yourself one question. Now that you know you are part of the chain, what will you choose to become?